If you clicked on this video, you're probably confused and intimidated to take off a serpentine belt on a late model car like this one. But look no further, because if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you 2 ways to take the serpentine belt off. But my name is Mike, and if you're new, subscribe. Anywho, let's get to the video. The car I'm working on today is a 2011 GMC Terrain, and concern is that it's squealing. And like I said, there's 2 ways to take this off. The first way is to take the air filter out of the way, take the motor mount down there loose, and jack up the motor. But that is the harder way to do it. I mean, you can do it, but the last time I did it, I was not having a good time, but I eventually got it. And if you need to do it this way, you can definitely do it, but it's, like I said, it's the harder way to do it. The other way to do it is just to jack up the vehicle and take the wheel out and take the wheel well out of the way, just so you can have access to it. And that's what I'm going to be demonstrating today. Now, I'm not going to do it the top way today, but I'm going to show you what you got to do it from the top. First thing you got to do is disconnect the mass airflow sensor, and it's got a secondary lock. You just got to work it up, then push in the tab and move it out of the way. Then you take this clamp loose, and then you work it off. Okay, after you get the clamp loose and you push this off, now you gotta get to the 2 10mm bolts down there and get them loose. There, now this thing just lifts up out of the way. Now you have access to the motor mount. Okay, so the air filter is out of the way. All you gotta do is take out the 2 18s, and then you'll be able to jack up the motor. Now be cautious when jacking up the motor, because you can, depending on where you jack it up at, like say the oil pan, because the oil pan on this motor is aluminum or aluminium, and if you bust it, you got not only you gotta clean up the mess, but you gotta replace the oil pan. But I'm gonna show you the other way to do it in a minute. Alright, I'm gonna start on the other alternative now. First step is to jack up the vehicle and to take the wheel off, and obviously you gotta take out the 5 lug nuts, and these are 22mm or 7/8. So I'm gonna take the wheel off and I'll get back with you guys. Okay, I got the wheel to the side. Now you gotta take this piece off, and it looks like there's only 3 push pin fasteners in there, and all you need is a pick tool or a flat bladed screwdriver, and then you just just pull it out, and okay, one more down there. It's off. So now you have access to everything else down there, and I'll get a better angle for this. But this type of procedure is more ideal if you're replacing the crank pulley, the AC condenser, or if you're doing a water pump on this motor. But I'll get you guys in a better spot so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now all you gotta do at this point is just to take a 3/8 ratchet or something equivalent. I can't get it, but you can see a little 3/8 square in the tensioner, and all you gotta do is get a ratchet in there or a tensioner tool and just relieve the tension and take the belt off. Now, you don't need this tool, but this definitely helps. You can use a 3/8 ratchet with a cheater bar, but I'm using a serpentine belt tool and use this with 3/8 fitting in there, and it just clicks in there. Then you just go at it with the tensioner, and I'll show you guys how to use it in a minute. By the way, guys, that serpentine belt tool did not work well for this application. Instead, I used a long 3/8 ratchet, which you don't have to have this one. You can use a Harbor Freight Craftsman, but this is what I had. Alright, as you can see, we got the belt off, and here's the new part we're using. This is an O'Reilly's AutoZone brand, and I'm more of a person that uses OEM parts, but this is what we're putting on, and here's the part number if you're interested. But I'm going to put the new belt on and go from there. Make sure the belts match, and looks like they do. Yeah, this is the new one. Old one. Looks like the grooves got deep. But let's see if it solves the issue. at this point, it's just the opposite of removal. So, well guys, looks like everything is working as designed, and I don't hear any squealing. Car runs fine. Well guys, there you have it. How to remove a serpentine belt out of a 2011 GMC Terrain. This also applies to a Chevy Traverse, Equinox, and the Acadia, I believe. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.